What's up, guys? It's Clown Fight here, guys. Today I'm just going to be breaking down the press conference that Usyk had after the Fury 2 fight. So I'm just going to go through it. I'm just going to touch up on a few things Usyk said regarding Tyson Fury and his thoughts on Fury in terms of this guy's mindset and how he beat Fury and his thoughts on the fight. So let's just get straight into it.
Here we go. Here we go again. Let the best man win again, and here he comes. The best man in boxing.
The best man in boxing, guys, and I would have to agree with that, guys. This guy is pristine, guys, in terms of his record, in terms of what he's done in the sport. One of the true GOATs of the sport, of this era, in my opinion.
You are welcome to talk to him, to talk to the champ.
Going into the last round, did you feel like you was in front of the fight? And second question, was this a tougher fight than the first fight for you?
I don't think about it. I'm just boxing. I'm just continue my plan. What say Yuri, my coach.
So there you go, guys. Usyk basically said, was he thinking about it if he was up? He just goes, I don't think about it. Now, one thing with Oleksandr Usyk, if you go back and you study this guy's interviews, and which I've looked into quite detail, when he's asked about what do you think about Tyson Fury, what do you think about this, what do you think about that, a lot of his responses are he doesn't think about it. And I believe this guy, he doesn't sit there and think about it as in, oh, what's Fury going to do to me, this and that. This guy, from what I know, he's a religious guy, guys. He puts a lot of his trust in his face. And I think he operates his life from faith. So he doesn't take the worry on, guys, about Fury. This is why I said Oleksandr Usyk is on another level in terms of the mind games compared to Tyson Fury. This guy's psychological side of fighting is huge. This guy is the master of psychology. He's a genius in the ring, he's a genius in the mind, and he's a spiritual guy as well. It's the right mindset, guys, to be an all-time great, in my opinion.
Он спрашивал еще один вопрос. Был этот поединок тяжелее, чем первый, или...
No, its fight was
Easier one.
easy. Not easy, but not easy. Easier.
Easier than the first one.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So Usyk basically said, how was the fight? Was it hard? Someone's asking him, was it hard? Or he goes, no, it wasn't hard. He goes, it was easy, but he goes, no, it wasn't an easy fight. It was easier than the first one. And that there, guys, is basically showing Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury had a lot to say before the fight. Tyson Fury was like, I came in at my worst, you came in your best, I'm only going to be better. I couldn't spar in the first fight, I couldn't do this. Loads of shite this guy said. Check my breakdowns out on this guy. He had a whole interview where he goes, watch me go to work on Saturday, watch what I'm going to do, you watch. He was talking such a big game. In front of Usyk, the guy snapped mentally. He goes, you're going to end up in hospital, blah, blah, blah. This guy talked a load of nonsense and profanity. He started to lose his marbles and he wasn't able to do any of it. Usyk goes, this fight was easier than the last fight. And I'm going to agree with him because Fury actually had 3 good rounds in the last fight where he actually won Usyk decisively in three to 4 rounds. Like, he was like having his way with Usyk for 3 rounds. And that doesn't mean he won the first fight. That was the best he was able to do. Best anyone's really been able to do. But for 3 rounds, guys, that's it. But Usyk's basically reiterating this fight was easier than the first fight. And Tyson Fury said it was going to be harder. So, yeah.
Congratulations on another great performance. You're clearly the best fighter in the world, regardless of weight. And look, afterward, Tyson Fury kissed your head and you were complimentary of him. Do you feel some sort of connection to Tyson Fury after 2 amazing fights in 24 rounds?
This is my best friend.
Here goes, Tyson Fury's his best friend. The same guy that tormented Fury. Don't be afraid, I'll not leave you alone. Tyson Fury had nightmares of this guy. That's the reason he snapped in that last sort of face-off he had the day before the fight. He snapped, guys. He said, he was saying to Fury, I'm not going to leave you alone. Fury was like, I won't leave you alone or some shit. He snapped, guys. But Usyk says Tyson Fury is my best friend.
Yeah. Listen, I very respect this guy because I think it's very tough my opponent. Tyson Fury make me strong. Tyson Fury continue not like motivated for me, but Tyson is a great opponent. It's a big man. It's a tough boxer. It's a good man. Tyson a lot of talk, yeah. It just show.
So guys, I'm just going to stop there and interrupt. So you can see there, guys, I'm not sure a lot of people are going to agree with this who watched the video about Tyson Fury being a good man, etc, etc. But Usyk, I know for a fact, is a good man, and he's just saying he respects Fury. Like, remember Fury was saying all this stuff before the fight. Fury was saying, I'm going to hurt you in the ring, you're going to be in a hospital, etc, etc. Called him ugly little man. Middleweight, Oleksandr Usyk is such at a high level, he still respects his opponent. He's just a different class type of person. He doesn't have any ill will or malice to Fury. He respects the guy, and he goes, he's a big man, he's a good man, he's a good family man. But that's it. Like, a lot of people are gonna, obviously I know in my comments, guys, I got a lot of people that are not fans of Fury, guys, and again, I can't blame people because of his own antics and his own doing, but Usyk's just being real here, guys, and you have to give it to him, in my opinion.
Yeah, it just show.
And then Usyk's basically explaining how Tyson Fury's antics before the fight, swearing at him, he hasn't taken any of it personal. He just said Tyson Fury did it for a show. Usyk knows he's doing it for a show. This is the psychological level that Usyk's on. Every press conference this guy had with the guy, every face-to-face, when he saw Tyson Fury be normal, when Tyson Fury goes up, down, he realized a long time ago Tyson Fury's got mental demons. He struggles to face his demons. But Usyk played those demons and he tormented Tyson Fury. Not in a way to do it on purpose, but Usyk knew what buttons to press with Tyson Fury to get the guy to mentally get destroyed. And I've done a lot of videos on my channel, make sure you check those out, on how Usyk psychologically destroyed Tyson Fury. Guys, since their first interaction, Tyson Fury was never on the psychological level of Oleksandr Usyk, not even the boxing skill level. This guy was just on another level, but the pointers, guys, they were always there. If you look back, you can see that this was always there. If you read between the lines and you look at all the press conferences, all the signs between every single meet they had, it's always been there. So yeah, guys, Usyk's just saying straight up, Tyson Fury is just basically a show. He's nothing more. He just does show. Don't take what he says seriously. And Usyk separated the two, because Tyson Fury uses that to get into his opponent's head. The way you beat Tyson Fury is, you know what he's saying to you is a show. Don't buy into it. His whole advantage comes from getting into his opponent's head. But when he's not able to do that, he's not a good fighter, guys. He's not at the highest level. He's not the best fighter. I'm not saying he's not a decent fighter, but when you go to the highest level without his psychological advantage, Fury is just ordinary, and he's not anything crazily special.
I'm very respect Tyson Fury.
But again, Usyk showing his respect to the guy. Remember, Tyson Fury came in 50 pounds heavier than Usyk. 50 pounds, guys. Giza, that's a lot of weight, man. 50 pounds is a lot of weight, guys. It's not a joke. That's like a whole 22 kg more than Usyk. But Usyk still stuck it on him. Tyson Fury wasn't able to utilize any of his weight, because every time he tried to go forward and he tried to do something, he would get answered by Usyk, and he started getting scared. I've already broken the fight down, guys. Check my breakdown out. But he wasn't able to implement it. Tyson Fury was going to get knocked out if he went forward and put it on Usyk. He realised that in the fight. That's why he chose to just box and take a decision loss. He didn't roll the dice. At least AJ with Dubois, a guy rolled the dice, got himself knocked out. I said if Fury's going to really do it, roll the dice. Fury wasn't able. Fury didn't want to get knocked out. He didn't want to get humiliated. And he thought, I'll just be able to win the decision, because I broke this down in the first fight. Tyson Fury chatted a load of nonsense saying all I'm going to do is no showboating, that round 9's not going to happen and I'll win the fight comfortably. That was his mindset before the fight. He actually said this. I broke it down. The guy was delusional. So Tyson Fury's writing was on the wall. He was never going to go for it. He just played it comfortable. As long as he got paid, that's what Tyson Fury was about.
24 rounds, listen. Now it's already history.
So Usyk said, I went 24 rounds with the guys. That's history. And you beat him twice. You whooped his ass. You whooped AJ's ass. You whooped the bar's ass. You whooped a lot of people's asses. And it is history, guys.
Oleksandr Radio Raheem over here in the corner. Tyson Fury called this a Christmas gift for you from the judges.
Oh, not this Christmas gift bullshit. Let's carry on.
And Frank Warren says that he can't imagine how the judges scored so many rounds for you, and that Fury should have won much more than 3 rounds on every card. How do you respond to that?
Guys, before Usyk gives his response, make sure you check my video out where I exposed Tyson Fury and ripped him and Frank Warren for crying robbery, for crying about calling it a gifted decision. And I ripped Tyson Fury, guys. You want to check that video out, guys. You're going to enjoy it. But let's carry on.
Тайсон Ф'юрі сказав, що ця перемога – це тобі подарунок на... А Френк Уоррен сказав, що...
He gets told Frank Warren's Tyson Fury should have won more rounds, etc. And he got robbed, etc.
Не розумію, як могли віддати Тайсону Ф'юрі всього там 4 раунди.
Now watch Usyk's response.
Що ти відчуваєш чи думаєш цього приводу?
Uncle, як до сліпой?
Blind.
Yeah, Uncle Frank, I think blind.
Guy ripped him, guys. Ripped him. Uncle Frank here, the guy who was walking around with a paper here. Check my breakdown on the fight, guys. He was walking around the paper after the fight, just saying, I can't believe Tyson Fury never won any round after 4th round. How can you not give him an extra round? Mr. Frank, even if Tyson Fury got an extra round, he still would have lost the fight. Usyk was clearly about a couple rounds up. You give him that extra round, you still lost by 3 rounds. What are you crying about? Uncle Frank was crying, but I don't believe Usyk robbed him. I think that it was the exact right score that was given. So guys, check that video out. You'll enjoy it. But Usyk rips him. He goes, Uncle Frank's blind.
If Tyson say it's Christmas gift, okay, thank you God, not Tyson. Thank you God.
This guy ripped Tyson Fury again. So he's not giving Tyson Fury the satisfaction he wants. Usyk is that such a level where Usyk's gone to spiritual warfare here. Usyk's basically saying, if Tyson Fury is saying I got gifted by a Christmas gift, Usyk goes, I'm not gonna sit here and say, yeah, Tyson, you're right, I got gifted, and say thank you to the judges. He's gonna say, no. If that's the case and you believe that, thank you, God. This is the level this guy's operating on from a spiritual level. He's not saying, what you on about? I'll beat you on the scorecards. He did. We all know he beat him on the scorecards. But Usyk is at that spiritual level where he's like, okay, I'm going to say thank you to you, Tyson Fury, for a Christmas gift. Like you want me to bow down to you, like the narcissist Tyson Fury is. Tyson Fury wants people to bow down to him. The guy still believes he won both fights. But make sure you check my video out, man. The guy is still absolutely delusional. And his ego can't take he lost. So he has to have Frank, he has to have a few people in his ear saying, Tyson, you won the fight. Don't worry, you won the fight. He can't hack it. But he still wants to say stuff like, yeah, Usyk was given a Christmas gift. 2 Christmas gifts in a row. The guy is absolutely delusional. But Usyk's never going to say to Fury, I bow down to you, and say, yeah, you're right, Fury. Usyk's going to say, okay, Fury, I was given a Christmas gift. That's fine. Thank you, God. Not Tyson Fury. That's the character of this guy. Next level spiritually above Tyson Fury, in my opinion.
Thank you, my coach Yuri. Thank you, my coach Kuba. Thank you, my team. Listen, Frank, crazy man, you know. I think.
He goes, Frank's a crazy man, I think. This guy's just ripping Frank now.
That's my opinion. Okay, no problem. I win.
Every single bout.
So there you go, guys. This guy's just saying, that's no problem. You think I was robbed? You think I was gifted? No problem. I win.
Oleksandr fought. Frank was putting onto his fighters, even with Dubois, with Fury first, with Fury second. Even in his comments, he's always complaining and he's trying to push his fighters ahead. And I have a question now.
And he's right, guys. His coach is saying Frank is always complaining. He complained against the versus Usyk. He complained in the first fight. He complained in the second fight. All the guy does is cry. Frank Warren, Mr. Bricktop or Mr. Goldfish, all he does, guys, is complain. Like, don't get me wrong, when the guy has 5v5s versus Eddie Hearn, his fighters are better than Eddie Hearn's fighters. I'll give him that. But Usyk's fighter is not under Eddie Hearn. Usyk is not under Frank Warren. Usyk is his own fighter. He's in his own promotion. And he's got his own management company. And when Frank Warren doesn't get what he wants, he always resorts to, I should have won, I should have done this. He's a sore loser. Frank Warren is a sore loser. When his champions lose, he never takes it like a man. At least for me, when Anthony Joshua loses to Usyk twice, no one was sitting on AJ's side and saying, yo, AJ, I thought you won. They told him straight. Fury's team, Fury's people, they lick his ass too much. That's what happens when you become the so-called golden goose. So he needs to get ripped.
I have a question now. I have a question for you guys.
He's going to ask a question now. Let's listen to this. I like this guy. I forgot his name now. But one of Usyk's managers. I like this guy.
The media, to the world. What else Oleksandr Usyk needs to prove he's the best? Does he needs to prove anything else? I don't hear answers. Thank you so much. Thank you very much.
That is what you call a comment. There's not much more to say, guys. What else does Usyk need to do to prove he's the best? There's nothing this guy needs to do. This guy is the best, and he's done everything. Cruiserweight undisputed, heavyweight undisputed. He beat all the top people back to back twice. Guy's an animal, and he's now looking at Mr. Daniel Dubois again, which I think I'm not gonna go into in this video, but it's like child's play to Usyk. These sort of fighters, they're not on his level, and yeah, man, this guy's a true great.
Oleksandr, I know you joked that Tyson is greedy belly, but when he weighed in at 280 pounds, 20 stone, did that help you? Did you know it was going to be an easier night?
Ти називав Greedy Belly Тайсона, але коли побачив, скільки він важить, от зрозумів, що це тобі допоможе, в принципі.
So before Usyk answers, I just want to say that Tyson Fury weighed in 50 pounds heavier than Oleksandr Usyk. The guy came in at almost 20 stone, roundabout, give or take, and 50 pounds heavier than the guy, guys, and he got battered basically by a middleweight. Now, obviously, it wasn't as bad as the first fight, but he still got his ass handed to him, and he didn't do nothing with his size. He just talks a lot of game. And this is the thing with Mr. Fury. When you're going to talk and say all this crap, when you lose the fight after, it's going to haunt you. I've got a list of what Tyson Fury said, guys. I've got the footage. This guy was saying, watch me go to work. I'm going to hurt him, this, that, etc., etc. Before the first fight, he goes, if I can't beat Oleksandr Usyk, then I'm no good. So what Tyson Fury has to get in his head is, he lost to Usyk. He cannot fathom it, guys. He just doesn't comprehend in his mind. So the way he deals with it is like, I won both fights. And I said, check my video out on that, guys. The guy is deluded.
Oh, Tyson weight with t-shirt and jacket. Boots, jacket, caps.
High heels.
Maybe double cheeseburger, maybe phone. Yeah, like gold. I don't know.
So guys, Usyk's not an idiot. Remember when Tyson Fury weighed in, the guy weighed in with his clothes as well. So he might have not been full 20 stone. He might have been 19 something. We don't know. But either way, the guy came in heavier than Usyk. You could tell he was heavier. And Again, another trick from the guy. I don't know what sort of tricks he was playing, but Usyk doesn't care about his weight really. And he was just saying, look, he weighed in with like wearing all his clothes and we don't know why he weighed, and Usyk didn't really care.
Олександре, добрий вечір. Можна питання?
Так.
Звуть Володимир, я з України. Хотів спитати про артефакт перед вами. У вас образ козака чи це вже отамана?
Okay, Vladimir, what this?
Sable.
Sable. This is Sable.
Hetman. Huh?
No.
Katana.
This is.
I'm not sure what this was, but Usyk was carrying this sword after the fight, and I think it's... People can let me know in the description, guys, because people are giving me some knowledge about Usyk's background. In his last video, he wore a turban, and I thought that was from the Saudi tradition. People told me that was from another Ukrainian group that also wore turbans, but I don't know the knowledge on this. So if people who are Ukrainians give me the knowledge, this guy's pulled out a katana sword, and again, I would like to know the knowledge on this.
This history Sable from Ukraine, Bogdan Khmelnytsky. Oh, Mazepa.
Hetman.
Так.
Ivan.
This is Mazepa. Олександр, поясни, що це таке.
This sword is actually the artifact that serves as a reminder to the world of the remarkable hetman, field marshal, who fought against Russia for the freedom and unity of Ukraine over 300 years ago. The 17th century saber arrived in Riyadh from Ukraine, where it is normally preserved in the Chernihiv Historical Museum. It was transported with adherence to all regulations and under the supervision of museum experts. For the first time in boxing history, a museum artifact has been allowed in the ring. For centuries, Russia has tarnished the name of Hetman Field Marshal Mazepa. Thanks to Oleksandr Usyk, that name is returning to the global media sphere and will receive the recognition it deserves.
So guys, I don't know too much about this sword, but it looks like it's some sort of artifact to do with the Russian and Ukrainian war. Back in the day, guys, some warriors that fought against Russia used this sort of sword, these sort of swords. So Usyk's from a lineal... Remember Tyson Fury called himself the lineal champ? I beat John Sullivan, who beat the man, who beat the man. A load of nonsense. The guy's a gypsy and he lives in a trailer. That's where he was brought up. So I'm not mocking him for that, guys. There's loads of gypsies and they are fighting people. I'll give him that. But that's your lineage. Your lineage is gypsies. This guy's lineage is fucking people who fought in wars. Ukrainian Cossacks. I've not looked into the deep history of it. Briefly from what I've seen, you can feel the warrior spirit of these people. I did not know Ukraine's background history is of people that are resilient. They don't just turn up, they don't just turn over. These guys fight with tooth and nail, and that's the type of people they are. And Tyson Fury was fighting not just Oleksandr Usyk, he was fighting Oleksandr Usyk's lineage. That's why he comes in with this bold kind of stash look. He did the same thing with AJ. It's the Cossack look. These guys are warriors, from what I know. I need to do more history research into it. But Tyson Fury is just a gypsy. He's a fighting man. These people have bare knuckle fights in trailer parks. That's good, like one-on-ones, we get it. But you ain't gonna beat a fucking guy. If this was 100, 200 years ago, you would have seen Oleksandr Usyk with a fucking sword carving people's heads off, like, not random people, the enemy, the unrighteous people. My man would be taking off their heads. Tyson Fury would probably be a fucking villain sitting on a fucking throne, eating his fucking grapes, greedy belly. And now, Usyk would have Tyson Fury's head on the throne, on his wall, guys. Usyk would have Tyson Fury's head plastered on the wall. If this was like a couple hundred years back, back in the day, when the wars and stuff were going on 300 years ago, Tyson Fury's head would be on the canvas and Usyk would have dethroned him in the first fight. We would have just had him for breakfast. But yeah, man, this is where this guy's lineage comes from. Just a totally different character. One thing I'll say about Usyk, the guy's an honourable man. It's not hard to recognize an honorable man. Look at the way this guy carries himself, the things he does, the things he associates with himself. You can see the man's character, and I believe his character is what allowed him to be the great champion he is. He's not about ego. He's a religious man, but I have to respect it.
Oleksandr, you've been in with Fury for 24 rounds, AJ for 24 rounds, Dubois, all these British fighters. Out of all of the fighters that you've beaten from Britain, who do you think is the best or gave you the toughest challenge?
So Usyk's now asked who gave him the toughest challenge out of all the fighters in the UK. Probably out of AJ and Fury, I think.
It's Tyson Fury.
So fair play. Usyk's not a guy that's gonna lie. So I know there's a lot of people, guys, who watch my videos who think we just bash Tyson Fury here. We just think he's the worst fighter, he's a fraud. And we do. I'm not gonna lie. I personally believe Tyson Fury will lose to other top heavyweights, but I'm not gonna get into that now. I don't think he's the best of the best. I don't personally. I think his resume isn't as filled. However, I can't sit here as well and say Tyson Fury is a piece of shit fighter. He's no one. Yes, he nearly lost to Ngannou. Some people say he lost. He avoids people. People say he's been fraudulent throughout his career. A lot of avoiding, ducking, diving. But I've always said this, for the size Tyson Fury is, the size 6'7" or 6'9" that he claims, the guy can move for his weight, and in terms of skill, he has skill to do that. You don't see heavyweights Tyson Fury's size being able to do what he does. Now I'm talking about vintage Tyson Fury. In this last fight, he had some movements, but I don't know. I'm not going to say Tyson Fury's past it either. I don't think he's past it. This guy was just better than him, but if you get what I'm trying to say, for the size he is, he moves well. Now, conditioning and physicality, the guy's shite. But recovery-wise, the guy's good. Skill, boxing ability, I'd say is good. So you have to respect it. I know there's people that are going to bash him still and say, nah, he's shite. Guys, I'm not going to disagree with you. But Usyk is not going to lie. Usyk's fought AJ, Usyk's fought Fury. For Usyk, he's saying Tyson Fury was the hardest person I fought. That can't be a lie. It probably was, guys. Probably was. But it didn't mean it was so hard for Usyk that he couldn't overcome it. He's just saying this was probably the most hardest challenge. So there's nothing wrong in saying that. Now, that doesn't mean, though, Tyson Fury would beat all the other heavyweights. Styles makes fights, remember, guys. I still want to see the AJ vs Fury fight. I personally think Fury would get KO'd in that fight. But Styles makes fights, guys. So, yeah.
First of all, congratulations. I'm Sulafa from Arab News, and welcome back to the kingdom. I was interviewing a Ukrainian fan earlier today, and she looked so proud and happy to be here to support you. It was honestly so beautiful. How do you feel bringing this win back home?
I'm not really. I'm not a proud man myself. I'm just happy that I won, and that's it.
Мені більше подобається, коли я якоюсь своєю, тим, що я роблю, я надихаю людей, і це їм допомагає, це їм подобається. Я від цього кайфую, коли робиш для когось іншого, а не для себе.
I like to motivate people, to give them the incentive to do something. For me, this is my motivation. When I do it in order to make other people feel good.
Ділитися треба, а не все в кошку, це хавати там.
You have to share, not to collect.
So again, just a little insight into Usyk's head. He's not a proud person, guys. He's not proud to say, I'm a proud Ukrainian. I did this for Ukrainians. He goes, I'll just do my job, and I just want to I'll motivate people. And it's not about taking. It's about giving and helping. Just a very good character, guys. If you study the guy, you cannot fault Usyk's character.
Yes, Usyk, patrz spasiba. Привет, здравствуйте. The second time Riyadh back to win. What do you think in all these rounds, the 11th round, in which round that you think that you are above Tyson's and the boys, and which round that you could have that you closest to win the fight?
I not think about it. Listen, I'm win. It's enough.
Okay.
So guys, again, I do want to dive into the deep side of this. I like to do psychological breakdowns. I'm not going to do it in this video, but I want to give you the insight of Oleksandr Usyk's head. This guy doesn't go home and think about Tyson Fury. This guy doesn't go home think about AJ. This guy doesn't go home and think, I've got all the belts. This guy's thinking, he doesn't think about it. He said that quote, if you go back and you study Oleksandr Usyk, I don't think about it. You've got to think, what does he mean when he says I don't think about it? That, you know what that is for me? That's living in the moment. That's living in the present. Again, the guy's a religious guy. He probably puts more faith into that than thinking, I'm going to be the best in the world. This guy doesn't seem to have a lot of ego at all. I can't sense any ego in him. The only thing I sensed is before the fight, he was walking with a lot of confidence. There's a difference between confidence and ego. This guy's got zero ego at all. Zero. Tyson Fury was full of it because when he lost, he couldn't take it. When Usyk gets asked, what was you thinking when the judges were about to pronounce your name? Usyk's response, I don't think about it. This guy, look, I've done a breakdown already. I don't want to go too deep into it, but I can explain the psychology behind this. When Tyson Fury was waiting for the result of the fight, just watch the nerves on the guy's face. How scared he was. Like fear. He's doing all sorts of reactions. He was he needed it to be yes, because if it's no, he's destroyed, and you could see by his reaction he was destroyed. Whereas Usyk just looked calm. Usyk was honestly standing there saying, you know what, I don't care about the result. Like, I don't care about the result. He knows he done what he needed to do, and the guy for me is the definition of truth in boxing right now. This guy is, from the way his characteristics, from the way he carries himself, that's why he's the man he is. So again, I know this is a little bit too deep, but I do like analyzing things like this.
How many rounds I'm win, how many rounds I'm not win. Now it doesn't matter.
Oleksandr?
He's spitting facts, guys. Remember Frank Warren coming out crying with the little scorecard, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if Tyson Fury won one. Like, Frank Warren is crying that Fury won no rounds after round 4. Even if you give Tyson Fury 1 round there, 2 rounds, he still don't win the fight. He didn't win the first 4 rounds anyway. So it's all ridiculous. Give Tyson Fury 2 rounds if you want. He'll probably win the first 2 rounds, one or two of the first 4 rounds. That's it. You got 4 rounds in the fight. So it's just all ridiculous. And Usyk's levels above, guys. Levels.
And this still.
Oleksandr, after this glory, after all this winning, are you still hungry? Are you still have passion? And what's the secret of the little toy? 2 questions, please.
Are you still hungry for what?
For more winning.
Силу. Так, я маю жагу ще боксувати, ще тренуватися і радувати себе і свою команду і своїх близьких.
This toy I presented to my daughter a long time ago, and then she gave it back to me, saying that it will bring luck, good luck for me. And it really does. Regarding the future fights, I do have will and power to go further.
Say hi to
That's crazy, guys. So you've seen Usyk carry this little eel kind of donkey around, and he said he gave it to his daughter, but his daughter gave it back to him and said carry it around for good luck, and it has brought him good luck. I've seen him carry it in the last fight as well, so that's interesting. And Usyk's basically saying he has the will to continue. He could retire right now, but he doesn't have the desire to retire right now. Not because he's doing this for money or anything. It's just that the guy's got the ability, the mindset, and he's the character to continue. I don't think anyone's going to beat this guy. It's going to be very difficult anyways, but yeah, as I said, he may be fighting Daniel Dubois next, but after he fights Daniel Dubois, if he wins that, what's left? He can go back down. That's why he said he wants to go back down to cruiserweight. This guy has basically done it all. He just wants to go for the last few wins, guys. He's already a great all time now, but I think he's trying to go down. He's trying to go down as one of the. He will go down as one of the best to ever do it, in my opinion.
Just a quick question for you. How about your message to Dubois?
Message to Dubois.
I don't have a message for Dubois.
So you're gonna fight him?
So he's asked about Dubois, and he goes, I don't have a message for Dubois. I will be breaking that down, guys, the interaction between him and Dubois, so definitely stay tuned. That was disrespectful in my opinion, but Dubois is one guy that had a fight with Usyk, punched him, you could say borderline, and Usyk got up from that after the thing and stopped him. So although people want to cry Dubois actually landed that shot legitimately, I did actually say at the time I thought it was a legal shot. However, Usyk got up, and even if it was legal, Dubois couldn't finish Usyk after that. He actually got stopped by a jab. So don't overlook what Usyk did to Dubois after that. Dubois had a chance to still kind of go for it, and he wasn't able to do it. So don't forget that. But yeah, I would be looking forward to that fight. But disrespectful what he did after the ring, and I'll probably be breaking that down.
Dubois has to fight Joseph Parker, and this is a very tough fight for him. I have my bet with Joseph Parker, so it's too early to mention here Daniel's name in regards to Usyk.
And they're right, guys. Daniel Dubois is supposed to fight Joseph Parker. I'll probably do a breakdown on that as the fight gets closer, but Daniel Dubois could lose to Joseph Parker. Joseph Parker's looking very good. He's a very good boxer. It will give Daniel Dubois problems, in my opinion, but so who knows? Joseph Parker could beat Daniel Dubois, and then it's Joseph Parker who's fighting Usyk. Who knows, guys? This heavyweight division, it turns around quickly. Don't think something's going to happen for sure, because there's no guarantees.
Question is that? Oleksandr, you spoke in the ring about the call you had with your sons about the judo competition. Can you tell us about that and how inspiring that moment was today?
It's it helped me because today my both guys win competition, take judo belts. Mikhail take orange, Kirill orange belt, Kirill take green belt, and Kirill talk to me, hey Papa, you next, okay? Say, okay. I'm two belt, take two belt new WBC, Tiger, and the ring. Good collection.
So you know what? He goes, his two sons won judo belts today, the day he fought Fury, and he's saying that gave me strength to see my sons do that. He goes, I also took 2 new belts. I think there was 2 belts on the line here, guys. Correct me if I'm wrong. There was some WBC new belt or something, and the Ring Magazine belt, if I'm right. I don't know. They made a new belt for this. So he took 2 new belts again. They just love to make belts now. But so yeah, man, this guy's as I said, man, on another level.
There's some discourse suggesting that you may choose to retire after this fight. Obviously, you suggested in the past you may go back down to cruiserweight. What's your next move?
Який твій наступний крок? Ти говорив, щось там, хтось говорив про пенсію, хтось говорив...
Listen, my next step, I wanna rest, because...
So this guy, people asking Usyk, what's his next step? Usyk goes straight, he wants to rest. You know, someone deserves rest. This guy's earned his rest. This guy could rest for years if he wants to. Obviously, he's close to retirement if he's like 37, 36, 37 now. So he probably hasn't got long, but the guy deserves a couple months, like 4 or 5. He could take 6 months off. He deserves it. But I'm pretty sure he doesn't want to be inactive for too long. But I'm going to let him speak because the guy deserves rest. He shouldn't need to justify the rest. The guy's done everything.
My little daughter Maria. Today my wife sent me a message video. My little daughter say, Daddy, 10.5 months. I look at my little daughter, 2 months, maximum 2 months, maybe 1.5. Now I wanna back home, rest, off my phone, and close in my house. Sit like this, and the look in the sky. Yeah. And
Look at this guy, man. This guy's a simple guy. He doesn't want to do anything brash. He goes, now he wants his rest. He had his newborn daughter born. He's only seen her for 2 months due to the rematches and everything. He goes, I want to go home. I want to close the doors. I want to shut my phone off and sit like this and look at the skies and the stars. A simple man, guys. The guy's not, no ego, no nothing. Just wants to live the simple life. What he's earned, this guy's earned it. So, yeah, man, all power to Usyk.
Tree. How grow tree?
How the tree is growing.
Yeah.
So he wants to look at his thing, how the tree has grown. He wants to, he's accomplished a lot. He wants to go home and look at from a vantage point and see, look, I came from cruiserweight, I came up to heavyweight, took out Chisora, took out Weatherspoon or whatever his name is, took out AJ twice, took out Dubois, took out Fury twice. The tree hasn't just grown into a tree. The tree is blossomed into a bloody forest. This guy's done it all. He's got a whole forest. So yeah, man.
Now I wanna rest. Not think about boxing, Dubois, Tyson Fury.
You let this guy rest, man. This guy deserves it. This guy deserves the rest. Let him have his rest.
Just rest. Just play with my children.
The guy just wants to be with his family, and he's done what a man is supposed to do. So let this guy do what he needs to do, man.
Oleksandr, I know you're a very humble man, but is there a heavyweight in history you feel like you cannot beat?
Чи є в історії якийсь heavyweight, якого б ти не зміг побити? Що ти відчуваєш, а ти не зміг би побити?
So he's asked, is there a heavyweight that you cannot beat? Listen to his answer.
Yeah, it's Oleksandr Usyk.
I'm going to leave it there, guys. It's Oleksandr Usyk, guys. That's the heavyweight that you cannot beat. And Usyk's done what he came to do, did it, takes his toy and leaves. But yeah, guys, I had to break that down of Usyk, post-fight interview thoughts. And again, I do like analysing this guy. So yeah, guys, I said I do look at the psychology of Tyson Fury and stuff, but I do like to look at the psychology of how Usyk's mind is and the things he does to be the champion he is. But yeah, guys, that's going to be my breakdown. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. I got more content coming out. Just bear with me, guys. But yeah, guys, I will be bringing more content out. So yeah, guys, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.